Just because summer is on its way out, it doesn't mean that there aren't flower seeds that you can start in August for fall blooms, especially if you live in a warmer zone like me in zone 9B or higher. But even if you live in a lower zone, if your first frost is late enough in the fall, you could probably still get some fall blooms if you start them now in August. So without further ado, here are 3 flower seeds that you can start in August for fall blooms. First up are zinnias. Zinnias are great because they germinate quickly and they can bloom in as little as 60 days, and they will keep producing flowers until your first frost date if you deadhead them, and if you pinch the first blooms off, the plants will branch out and you'll have more flowers. Cosmos can take 7 to 21 days to germinate from seed, but then once they do germinate, they can bloom in as little as 50 to 60 days, and they will also keep blooming until your first frost. And my third pick are sunflowers. Sunflowers will bloom in the fall if planted in August if you get fast-growing varieties that can bloom in 70 to 90 days. For example, in my experience, varieties like Ruby Eclipse or any of the Suntastic ones can bloom in that time frame, as well as smaller dwarf varieties. But I would just stay away from varieties that are supposed to grow big and tall like Mammoth Gray or any variety with tall or giant in their name, as they might need a little more time to reach their full growing potential. These are just 3 flowers that can bloom in the fall if planted in August, but I am sure there are others. The main thing is to check the bloom times from the date of seed starting or germination and figuring out if your first frost will happen before then. And if you're really worried about them having enough time to bloom, there is no shame in getting some starts from the nursery because they should be a few weeks old, so they'll have a head start. If you live in a warmer climate or have a late first frost date, I hope you'll give these a try.